Carnival may live in Trinidad and Tobago, but its influence reaches the world. Welcome to the Athaliah Show, where Caribbean stories connect to global impact. Today, we explore the journey, the challenges, and the impact beyond the performances. Athaliah Samuel. Let's meet my next guest, Muhammad Muwakil. Wait a minute.
Muwakil.
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 Butcher your name. But you know what?
It's phonetic. Muwakil.
Muwakil.
Yeah.
And a little while ago, I was asking him, like, what does it mean? And that came from me doing a lot of mentorship programs and recognizing that even persons out there don't know who they are and what their name stands for.
That's a problem you will right now.
I would definitely agree. But thank you so much for being on the Athaliah Show, right? I mean,
That's what you get to know. I was coming from somewhere and I didn't get a chance to change that way. So when I see me looking like I come from outside, it's because I'm from outside, right? So don't worry. Yeah.
No, so we matching. Matching. You know, colors kind of fall into your day. You know, let's go. Right, so let's get into what Muhammad and the Freetown Collective team is currently doing. I want to personally say I love. In fact, I don't think I drop a song that I didn't like. And even when I drop a song, even in the dance, I didn't like because I've seen it face or to be dropping brand new
Yes. Just
no, wait. Oh, I can't sing.
early morning, I fly up from the bed. I hear a voice in my head ringing like a bell. The voice saying, I only got a shorty and bitch girl. I bring a rhythm for them to ride, let them ride that. The voice say, go on. Listen to the music, it's like they forget me. When it's I get up soul and I get up fire. And if so, guys, the son and I is the father. Calypso.
They want to tell them people. They want to come and hey.
Hey.
Well, good woman. Like, what are you doing that song in particular?
So Kit, Advocate Productions, Kit
Yeah.
Israel, he sent me, he was doing a series of beats and he was playing them for me. And when he played this one, I was like, yes, I'm a that because it had a real adoption in it, a real Baptist thing. I said, that have a Zuko, that have a Jambi in it. So he sent it to me, and my process is I will listen to the rhythm, move on, until it kind of gets stuck in me.
So it's the rhythm is another
So it's the rhythm. And I woke up one morning kind of knowing, well, not for me night before, like I could feel like the song coming, is be a thing with me. And I wake up in the morning and literally I hearing this thing kind of bubbling, so I was like, early in the morning I fly up with my bed. Because I already fly up with the song, and it was early too. I hear a voice in my head ringing like a bell, so I kind of walk around and like, the first set of lines that came was, I am the God of Moses and Elijah. So I messaged my sister, I say, listen, this is what I hear in my head. She said, nah, boy, that song kind of, I say, well, what I could say, I say, well, I am the God of Shorty and Kitchener, melody and rhythm. I bring a rhythm for them to ride, let them ride that Calypso, right? The rhythm Calypso. So then, well, what to do? And what to do is what I've been doing, right? So go down. So go down among the people. Go down. Because when I listen to the music, it's like they forget. They forget the God of Calypso. When it's I get them soul and I get them fire. And if Soca, the Soca world is all they love. If Soca is the son, then I, Calypso, is the father. Go down there. Go and tell them people. They better call my name. Tell them we are the fire. Keepers of the flame.
Like, I am in awe in real because no, I listen to this song, I get exactly that. That's the way. That I think that's why I'm baffled. The fact that when I really listen to it, when you telling me Soca is this, but Calypso is this.
Yeah, Calypso is the mother and the father form. And Calypso deserves the respect we have not been given it. So I feel as though Calypso really send a message through me and tell me, yo, go any monarch, bro. Because I don't want to register for the monarch yesterday. Calypso say, hey, go down there, go and tell them.
Oh, there's the mother. Let me come in when I come in and shack and plug it.
I mean,
What do you mean?
go down there.
Okay. So Freetown Collective is a blend of culture, consciousness, and of course Carnival. They smack dab middle of it.
Yeah.
What does Carnival mean to you personally? And well, of course, for the band, if you're speaking on their behalf.
Yeah. Carnival is like is like a library where all our ancestors put all of the information that we need to overcome any struggle. So they would have gone through some real serious things. And unlike other places in the world where people get, people had certain lasting issues in a kind of way, but didn't develop coping mechanisms. Our ancestors, while there are still lasting issues, they develop these different mechanisms, and ways to rebel. And they put them in Carnival, so every Carnival character is rooted in rebellion in some way. Carnival is an act of rebellion in a space that doesn't want you to be yourself and doesn't want you to be free. The problem today is that we've taken that rebellion and we've commercialized it like everything else. And so the most commercial aspects of it is what have continued to win. And I see it as my responsibility to bring the rooted aspects of it back into the mainstream and show the people who think it can't be commercial that those same rooted aspects we've been running from can be very commercial.
So do you think you have a difficulty in actually keeping the message in the songs and for Carnival? Because everybody want to do the same thing, hand wave, oil,
I don't look at it as a difficulty. I look at it as there's an audience that has been trained to like certain things.
Yeah.
And some of those things I like to. I will use them in my music. And some of those things I don't want to use them in my music. So I will take the rhythm, I will take the call and response, I will take all of these elements that people attach themselves to, and I will put what I want to put, what I have been moved to put in it. So they will recognize it and say, yeah, but this is what we like, but it's not sounding like everything else. Yeah, because it's how it's what I have in it. You understand?
Because even like I never really see a line on a stage. I see you do the regular rock on a stage, you're getting wrong. But you see Kaya, I don't know how come people don't stop and put their head on.
That is actually what's happening. Kaya is the first song.
Bro, I don't know if it's just me.
Kaya.
And I tell you, because I barely watch TV.
Yeah.
Because I feel the amount of negativity that just in your face, and then with social media, I could control what I want to see. Same with music, I can control what I want to listen to, but TV is just going to give me what to see.
Yeah, for sure.
So I control what is in my space. Sense is why I started my own talk show, the Athaliah show, so people could have that sense of consciousness and culture, traditions, and ways in dealing and coping, right? So Kaya, let me hear Kaya's story, because no man. Kaya have a thing, right? I need to say, Kaya, I'd be like, oh, good morning. Oh, good, now it.
A lot of people don't really understand how artists processes work, right? So they would think if you write a song, it must be directly that you were thinking about this woman and you wrote this song. But sometimes you experience things in your past and they stay with you. And they kind of just there in that ether of creativity. They're just in that space. So when you go in that space to draw from something, a lot of times you're drawing from experiences you've already had. Right? So during COVID, there was someone I met, and I think I kind of really felt a type of way about this person. And we had some conversations and different things, but I felt a kind of way about her. We never got into a relationship or anything like that, but and so years later, I started writing a song, and when it came to the chorus, her name is what came out of the song.
So that's her name?
Yeah, her name was Kaya.
Wonderful.
So her name is
her
name is what came out in the song, right? So I can't say I sat down and I thought about her and wrote the song.
Right.
But when her name came as the chorus, because the same thing happened when I wrote Oshun. Oshun's name just came as the chorus. And I don't fight them thing, right? Everything have a reason and a purpose. So her name came as the chorus. And when her name came as the chorus and I went back and I listened to the song, I was like, yeah, this is pretty fitting for this person. So this is your song.
Well enough, you didn't even have the person in mind writing the song.
Not in the beginning, no. But when I came to the chorus and then I was like,
it represents this person.
This bad. I was like, this chorus bad and I'm not gonna change it. And so I call her and I say, hey girl.
Okay. How did her response?
Well, of course, I mean, it's a song about you. It's a song that,
well, it's not really dedicated, but it ended up as a explanation.
To me, it is a way of honoring not just her specifically, but the women in my life that have taught me how to be a man, how to love, how to exist in this world with women and among women, and what man I need to be in that space, and man I need to be for the women in my space. So Kaya really is another tune where we just kind of honoring the women, It's really what it is. Because they deserve it. They really deserve it,
Thank you. With you, how has the audience response to Freetown Collective changed over the years? Because we have had the we are starting with the good and sexy folks. Then we see the young people grabbing on
Yeah,
to
for sure.
what you're giving.
Between
So
Take Me Home and Kaya has been. So when we started, we were really niche. We had our own audience. We used to do our own shows with them. We still had major opportunities like opening for Damian Marley and with Chronics, and we have a song with Major Lazer. We got really big opportunities. We did songs in film, but to say the national consciousness and the diaspora consciousness,
yeah.
we weren't embedded in that yet. And then a point came where we kind of just decided that and realized more than anything, soca is the voice. Everywhere we travel, we hear soca on the radio in the Caribbean. Well, we say, maybe there's a space for us here. So in 2018, 2017, we did a song called Where I Am. We had no experience, so we released Where I Am in the middle of January. It's a groovy. We don't know more than that. That song disappear anything, but it's a beautiful song. Our core audience really loves it, and people who find it over the years love it. And then Private Ryan approached me to do this song. And when I wrote the song, so then I wrote this whole song by myself. When I wrote the song, I say, boy, I being strange again, boy. Nobody done like this, boy. It's just weird. Why I carry it on normal song like other people? And the song was Feel the Love. The
What?
song was Feel the
And
Love.
that song, like, which,
Yeah.
boy, that song is all there, all
But we
there.
were so not into the carnival at that point. Feel the Love dropped and became big, and we didn't even know. Like we didn't understand where it was until almost
So
the
then it's
end,
like, give away a little whip up, like.
until almost the end of carnival.
That's when you got the feedback.
That's when we started thinking. But then Feel the Love built through the year and became what it became.
But
And it kind of helped us survive COVID.
as
So
well,
we decided there's
that's
so
how
much.
now some people started to use that as part of the video clips as well too.
We started
I
to
remember.
get a lot of gigs during COVID and whatever. And then, after that, we started to say, well, okay, we're here. So we did Mass with Teja, and then we had Take Me Home. We had Take Me Home and Take Me Home.
I don't think you ever heard about someone over good. Let's go.
And then Take Me Home came, and Take Me Home has really. Take Me Home kind of did the same thing that Feel the Love did. It didn't get big in 25. It's Carnival. It got big during the year, and now it's like
Okay.
here now, So to have
all-
Take Me Home and Kaya together, so the audience has kind of changed because I think we met the larger audience on the half after a while. We were just making really folk music, and we said, no, okay, we're gonna mix it with the soca. So all the writing we were doing before that we loved so much, let's see how we can put it in the soca. And in doing that, people have
created,
responded.
yeah. No, I won't lie to tell you because actually we're seeing the older folks actually finding soca where they could actually just
Yeah.
love and enjoy and feel good about. And like I watch you on your granny. Big up granny.
So much pressure. Big up pressure, like.
We granny, right? That's we granny.
Big up Granny.
The granny's a whole mood, you know.
It's a whole
Wait, not
every day.
different.
This is not
This
acting.
no, I'm
She's
telling
real
you.
life.
Oh my, to experience that kind of vibe, I'm not lie to tell you. I think that is also part of the character building you and probably your siblings may have and everybody.
Nice boy.
I like granny, big up granny. This is a plot for granny. All right. So how do you stay grounded in such a high energy fasting season as well too? Because everybody always again fast, hard, jamming.
Purpose. I'm not doing this because I want money. I'm not doing this because I'm not doing this only because I want or need money. I'm not doing this only because I desire for my work to be known.
Right.
But I think our culture has a lot to offer the world and to teach the world. But in order for us to reach to the world, we have to diversify the topics and the things we talk about because other than that, we only be interfacing with the world through party.
But do you think we're missing something as an element when it comes to, let's say, tourism aspect? Because I would have seen, again, we're using feel a lot. I think that's something like tourism should just grab at.
They did, They did.
But where?
We
Why
did
would
the video, they did the video for it and stuff like that. But to say use it on a wider thing,
Why not?
COVID came and then But even Take Me Home, I mean I don't want to think, but
That's fine.
Caribbean Airlines never picked up on Take Me Home, which to me is ludicrous. It's like,
Listen,
and everybody used to be commenting on Caribbean Airlines, this is all the song, why I don't this song. Caribbean Airlines, this is all the song, why I don't.
that's the song.
Yeah.
Please.
But everything in its time. There's not, my grandfather used to say, what don't meet you, don't pass you. And what I have found is every single time something seems as though it passed you like a full bus, is because it went down the road and it was waiting for the exact time when you really needed it, or when it would help you to do more than it could have helped you to do then. So I don't beat up on them.
So many nuggets just falling in this little interview here. And I know you feel like I interviewed you. I feel like I'm having like a live conversation with you. And is this always the situation, but even among you, your teammates, friends, or anything, like, is it this all so relaxed or positive?
Yeah, I grew up with a father who I don't really remember my father like shit talking and thing. My father was always not serious, but always talking about life and philosophizing. And then meeting Lou, he's very much the same. So as I always tell people, I get spoiled because one of my best friends, which is Lou, my brother, I've been having a 15-year conversation with this man about different things. And every time we come to a different level of understanding, we discuss it at that level, and then we come to another level, and so we grow and we rise together spiritually in that sense. So yeah, we try to keep it in a sense. We don't really drink and get drunk and do stupidness, but we like life. We like to observe life. We are philosophers. We like to talk about life as it unfolds and the different things we observe. So
Right. So, all right, we understand the Freetown Collective movement because I believe it's a movement. It's not just a band
it
or a group.
definitely is.
I believe it's an actual movement. So once you're on board, you're doing it. It's no going back.
That's
Right? On top of that, like, we know people will be like hands in the air, vibe, kind of kumbaya vibe. It's the craziest thing a person ever do while they were performing.
not while I was performing,
But
but the craziest thing anybody ever do to me, and honestly, it's not even funny. It's actually very disrespectful. Yeah, yeah. A woman walk up to me and lick me from
excuse
my collarbones straight up the back of my neck into my ears in a party. Yeah,
God, I don't think I like it. I don't think I like it either.
it's a lot.
In the middle of nothing. So you're just walking, waltzing.
It's a long story, but I didn't enjoy that.
This is somebody, you know?
Maybe let's leave it. Maybe let's.
All right, continue.
This might be a TV.
Well, okay. She wrong for this. Damn it.
Come on, man.
You
People,
said I was out.
but people just come and yeah, we walking through a crowd. I'm glad that I guess the way I presented myself, I don't really get that disrespect like that. So yeah.
But I think because I've seen a lot of persons do some crazy things when it comes to like probably Dash Ali. I've seen one or two little things. I've been in industry for years. I've definitely seen some things, but that one is strange. Just off that mouth.
Yeah. Anyhow. But the people who support us don't really. I think that because we are respectful people are respectful to us. So generally, I don't get no disrespect. Even people talking about DMs and all kind of thing. Every now and then you get somebody telling you some crazy shit, but people
That's
generally,
no.
generally.
Okay, so you all have any shows coming up that I need to get myself ready to tag along? Let me hold on to your hand, walking. Let me know what's going on.
We have a lot of shows for the carnival, but our show is on the 8th of February. Welcome to Freetown.
Yes.
Right, this is the 5th installment of Welcome to Freetown. Yeah.
I'm giving a carnival recap as well, so I'll be doing a carnival recap right there.
Yeah, Welcome to Freetown. This year the theme is We Are One. And it's based on the fancy Indian as well as indigenous people.
So I need to dress accordingly. Let me know.
With our events, so we still don't call it. We were generally don't like to tell people how to dress.
But I find in this case here, right? You can have a fancy Indian and all that is kind of thing. You get to tell people, tell something.
We will do it, sir. We will do it. But I do not like to tell people how to dress. Like for me, yeah, we'll give you a theme, and if you want to follow it, right?
Where's the theme?
The theme is We Are One, but this fancy Indian is the character that
Fancy
is
Indian.
based on.
Okay, so since Muhammad won't tell you, I'm telling you. Please, the fancy Indian, wear a hint of something, give me a little chalk line or something. You have to represent, please, I beg. Again, it's not just a band, it's a movement. Please do it well. Right? Yeah, continue.
Yeah.
Marketing.
But yeah, I think that we are one, like all of us, whether it be African, East Indian, Chinese, wherever. And once you ended up here on this island, usually it was through some sort of struggle with colonialism and all these different things. So, despite our differences, we all have experienced very similar histories, So and those things unite us across the board.
So we're going to come back from a short break. I'm going to go into the rapid fire questions from Muhammad. You don't know what happened. And of course, we're going to get our free concert after. Woo! Yes. So we'll be right back on the Athaliah show. So we're back on the Athaliah show. I'm your hostess, Athaliah Samuel, and I'm here with none other than the lead singer of Freetown Collective, the movement, and the band, Muhammad. So we're gonna go into one questions and then one question, well, two questions, and then we go into the rapid fire questions. And this segment is sponsored by Wave TV, and of course I have to give a big shout out to San Jules for my beautiful dress and Violet and Lynn for my accessories. I have to big up my people out there. So Muhammad, right? Carnival often celebrates escapism. Why is it important to also address the modern day issues in music?
Yeah, because as people who have suffered at the hands of colonialism and living in a world where colonialism has not disappeared, it's just morphed into different things. We have to be aware. We have to be aware of where we stand in the world. We have to analyze constantly our position in the world and respond to that and plan ahead for where it's going to go so that we are not affected by the same thing that happened to us in the past. And the music is a big part of that because music is the backdrop to our lives, right? And if in that music are mentions and remembrances of what happened, what's happening now, what we might be able to do, that's where the artists become so important because the people need to be reminded. Life is hard. Men getting up and going to work, women getting up and going to work in 2, 3 jobs, whatever. While you're doing that, you a lot of times will have time to think and project yourself into the future and talk about bigger issues. But if Bob come and say onto philosophy, and you might be listening, you might go into a zone and realize, okay, there's something I have to think about, and that is so important for the artist to do because it's literally people's lives on the line.
Because that even moves into my next question. Because how do you stay authentic and true in an industry that sometimes reward trends over the truth?
Yeah, you see, a trend come like you're just riding a wave, right? You're not making a wave for yourself. So the only way you could ride a wave, the wave forms and then it comes up. And if you take it too early, you slip back, right? But if to ride a wave, you got to be just right. By the time you ride any wave, the wave was already formed. It has nothing to do with you. You're not making anything new here. You're not bringing yourself to the table. You just ride any wave. And in order to ride a wave, you have to constantly be looking for the wave as it's forming.
Right.
You're always behind the trend. You will never create something new in the world.
Because as you say, when you woke up just in the morning and something in your head, and I believe that would have been the true spirit of actually teaching persons about what the art of culture and calypso is about.
Yeah.
It was, and the thing is, for you to even have that knowledge of what that calypso is the father, right? That means you have been putting in the work.
Yeah.
Do you believe that? Wow, wow.
Well, I think
Yeah,
what that
that's
was
fine.
Calypso
The
with
Calypso and the A is the
Trinidad.
Trinidad.
Anthony.
Oh my God, that's very neat. Like, oh, no, I no. The one thing my mom asked for, right? The one thing she asked for no tattoos. So hence reason I
Right.
don't have any, right? But I'm an art student. I did art in school. Did art and business. And see, like I like seeing other people with it because I know the one thing she asked for is that. But I'm scared of the land, so I don't think I'll do
You
it.
gotta take it one time and then you're ready.
And you're like, wow, I just take everything one time?
No, no, no.
What? I'm like, what?
I
You want
have,
to stop here too?
yeah, all of I have like I think I have like 11
Yeah.
maybe.
So, anyways, carry on. What role does youth development play in the future of conscious Caribbean music?
It's an interesting question. It might have been what role does conscious Caribbean music play in youth development?
That too, I don't
Yeah.
know. Yes.
Because if the youth develop around a certain line, which is the line that they're developing along right now in a more general sense, then the development of the conscious music,
Hmm.
which has to come from them, isn't going to happen in that way. But if we could change the line of youth development into something else, then which we are doing, I'm seeing it. Teja, Kutin, Kilu, Malo, a whole heap of these youths, a little sister named Ella, Toothless, there were a whole heap of them, Natty Royal. One set of these youths who they not standing for the bullshit. They want something else.
Something else, right?
These youths will change what we see now as the trajectory of the music.
Music.
They will definitely change it. It's very clear. So youth development is very important in the role of changing, and we have to give the youth the tools to develop themselves into what we know they need to be. We have to give them the history. We have to give them the knowledge. We have to stop telling them that school is the be all and end all of everything, and everybody needs to be an accountant and a lawyer and a judge and whatever. We don't need any more successful people in that sense.
But do you think enough history is being like
not.
thrown out?
No.
Because even like writing the art of writing a calypso is different from the art of writing a soca song.
Yeah, but
I
even
don't know how people think it works, but it's two different things.
yeah, but Calypso now in a way has become like academia, where academia creates its own language in order to hide the knowledge from the masses of people. So if you can't speak like an academic, you're not going to understand something that the basic, everyday, average man on the ground understands very well. He just don't have the language to go and teach a course or to understand the course or whatever. But if you tell him it's about this, oh yeah, yeah, and he will break it down in his own way, right? Calypso has kind of now taken the art form and put it in a specific way because Chalky tell me this is how it was sung. So when we hear tonight the black man feeling to party, right? Or we hear Jean and Dinah, Rosie.
And these singers were in fact,
Both of them are calypso.
Yeah.
But they don't sound anything like what is being sung today in the Monarch and in the tent. What's being sung today is very slow, has a very certain pace and a rhythm, sometimes 8 minutes long. I'm not crying down that particular form, but we cannot live and say that that is the form.
Oh, yeah.
It was never that. Because if you look at Brother, Nelson, one of these things that these fellas was doing, we know was calypso.
Right.
It wasn't this. So how has this become the governing form? Nah, I here to mess with that. That is my job.
Yeah, because that's why I say now, like, how are you finding your footing when it comes to, pushing the art form in that narrative?
Because I know that once the rhythm is where it needs to be, it is calypso. You can't tell me no different. There's a rhythm that we follow. We all know the rhythm.
Yeah,
it have cadences, it have melodies, it have ways of it being sung. And every Trinbagonian and Caribbean person, when they hear calypso, they immediately understand it. When they hear reggae, they know that it's reggae. So we don't need to tell anybody, and we don't need permission from anybody to say, no, my song is not going to be 8 minutes long. It's not going to be, no, it's going to be able to be listened to on the road.
Yeah, the message.
Next to anything from Marshall or wherever or whoever. You understand? And I think it's being done. You're hearing it when Voicey do it. You're hearing it when Tesha do it. Kutain is doing it. All these songs, Wedding Band is a Last Train is a calypso. Respectfully Yours is a calypso. Kaya is a calypso. Like all of these songs are calypso.
Yeah.
They just can't enter the Monarch right now because of the criteria for the Monarch.
It's default.
You understand? So
So based on international markets, because again, we're doing Carnival, yes, we know it's our thing, our local vibe, energy. But on the international scale, sometimes it's nice to hear, like the other day we see MGBM thing was playing in the background of news and all this type of stuff. Like, do you aspire to even end up on, let's say, an international show to do more with the music, or is it that you're comfortable in your soul with where the music is going?
I aspire to be heard and understood by every living being in the universe, right? But what is the trajectory of that? Am I taking leaps and bounds away from where I am to say I'm running down an idea that exists 10,000 miles away from me? No. I'm planning for whatever comes, but every day I wake up and there's steps to be taken right in front of me. So currently we're building our catalog, we're building our audience in different places. We have a show in London, we have a show in Canada, we have a show to do in the States. So when we leave from here after Carnival, we do our acoustic tour here, and we go to the States, then we go to Canada, we go to London, and come back home. And we build that. Outside of there, if the promoters want to hire me to go and jump up in a fit and sing a song, no problem. But we're building something. So yes, the aspiration is to exist in a way and communicate seamlessly with the soul of the world and the soul of the universe, right? Which we do all the time. The soul of the universe and the soul of the world will decide how far our message reaches in terms of how useful it is to mankind or not.
Yeah.
That is all. Because other than that, you have to kind of circumvent going through the soul of the world and spend a lot of money in marketing and
Because I noticed
millions.
that the marketing will be
But that's why, right?
huge.
Like you don't really have to market water. You want to market air.
You have to drink
You never see anybody market air. You know what I mean? But when something is not necessarily naturally natural to human beings, you have to spend around money marketing
to
it.
do it.
Alcohol, cigarettes,
Because it's not that.
whatever. It's not, it's not something that you're in for naturally. So you have to create something called marketing. And it's one of the greatest downfalls of mankind. But we will get into that.
All right. So let's just one more question. The preparation for the monarch for you.
Studying what came before, thinking about how we can change and alter that. What does a different stage presentation look like? I hate these primary school skits that used to be,
Thank you. Thank you.
right? And I know I know a lot of people gonna take offense when I say certain things, right?
No, but it's not.
But I can't deal with it.
Fence. Yeah.
You see how
you're never looking.
and then you see how yo. So I'm just thinking, how do we present a song on stage that ties our ability to create spectacle into what the song is saying without creating these very cheesy and not into it and not doing it, I rather go on stage
I
by
don't.
myself and
No,
stuff.
I never come in for no shaksha and sign. Because who you mean you're gonna give me something different from what I custom say?
I want to.
Okay,
So
you want to, or that is what you're going to do.
that's what I intend to do. If
Okay.
I get into the monarch, that's what I'm doing, right?
You're getting in, man. Right?
So-
You the one who wake up in the morning and give a thing fly up on your head. What do you mean?
So yeah, the preparation for the monarch is a lot of it has already been done because
Right.
we're here, which means that we wouldn't be given the vision if he wasn't given the provision, right? So we're here now, like. So now is to take it to that next step.
All right, so let's get into our rapid fire questions. Reflection or celebration?
Well, if I rapid fire and reflection is the immediate thing come to my mind.
All right. Message or melody?
Melody.
How come?
Without the melody, the message cannot reach. So the melody comes first. A shitty melody, you could say, and you see it over and over again. So the thing is, I'm not saying the message don't count, but the melody is king every single time.
All right. So in that case, no. Lyrics are the rhythm.
And I'm gonna have to say the rhythm again. And
Same analogy.
it's tough because I'm a lyricist, right? That's what I do. I write. But those same things, the ego will want to tell you it's lyrics, because he's a lyricist. But honestly, if the rhythm isn't right and the melody isn't right, it's not going to reach to the people. So you got to get those two things right and forget yourself for a while Get them things right. And then on top of that now, you could put your melody and the lyrics. But rhythm and melody,
Alright. Rehearsal or freestyle?
rehearsal,
Intimate venue or big stage?
intimate melody.
I feel that makes sense. That makes too much sense.
But the real thing is making the big stage into an intimate melody.
Oh, all right, clock
Yeah,
in that, clock in that. Conscious music or party vibe?
conscious.
Most powerful song you perform live?
Hmm.
Catch
Most
you,
powerful song we
catch you,
perform live.
buddy.
Depend on what power you're trying to enact. But I would say right now, "Take Me Home" is the most powerful song in our repertoire for what it has done and what it's doing to people.
One word that defines Freetown Collective.
Community.
Fast is a movement.
Mhm.
Finish the sentence. Culture survives when.
We don't forget.
One more. Finish this sentence. Music has the power to.
Change the world.
Oh, so nice. Of course, it combines such a pageant way, and world peace, you know?
No, 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 no.
Yeah.
It's not. It definitely isn't that. It is. I mean, if I like ask, what came to mind immediately, right? But it has the power to change the world in the sense that it has the power to affect the heart, and the collection of how all our hearts feel is what we call world.
Right.
The quality of mankind is the quality of our hearts at any given time in history, you know. Right now, yeah, we need healing. Seriously,
We do. We're facing a different time now,
yeah.
not just in Trinidad and Tobago, guys, but throughout the world, the region, we are seeing it.
Mhm.
Sometimes we may not be able to speak freely on a lot of things,
Yeah.
but that does not mean it's not happening. So I would like you to give the words of encouragement to the people who are viewing now, not just young people only, but even the people who feel like giving up. I feel as though we're in a space whereby we feel like we're just tired. We're just tired of everything.
Mm.
And we are missing the element of not just that togetherness, but finding people who they could, rub positive energies with and to feel whole. Because a lot of broken people.
Yeah. I mean, we it's inevitable that we become broken as human, right? Like that's a big part of our process. We
Right.
break open, we heal stronger, we grow, and we break open and we heal stronger and we grow. And sometimes we don't make it, right? Sometimes we don't make it through some of these stages. We just stay broken. Um, I would say that who you are inside is an infinite being, right? You are immortal. What you are, this is all an illusion, right? It's gonna pass away, and then you're gonna come out of the shell and go somewhere else, right? As an immortal being, you have to center your life around something that is timeless and immortal as well. If you, as an immortal being and a timeless being, center your life around something that is not timeless, it will crumble and it will never satisfy you. So if you center your life around a woman or a man, that person is going to disappoint you eventually. You center your life around making money, that's going to disappoint you. You center your life around being famous, that's going to disappoint you. You center your life around always being beautiful or always staying young or whatever the hell it is you center your life around, all of these things disappoint you because as an immortal being, you're looking for something that will last throughout time, will carry on when you die. Well, not die, but when this body passes away. Um, and so I would say purpose is the most important thing in the life of a human being. There is no peace without purpose, you know. And if your purpose is centered around something earthly and not also immortal and timeless like yourself, then you will always have issues because you'll be looking for the next thing. You have a man who do have a dollar, he want a dollar. The man who have a dollar, he want $200. The man who get $200, he want 2 million.
He also
He
want
get two
more.
million, he still want to know which car on the earth nobody have. He want that car. He jump in that car, he want to go and make a flying spaceship, and he just keeps going and going and going, And the peace is only found in the remembrance of God in the heart. That is it. Nothing else. So
Guys, I can say, I can't even add more to that. I'll be wicked in my spirit if I do. But I want to thank you so much for being here. Thank you for representing your month, your group, Freetown Collective. It's when I say the show is February the 8th.
February the 8th, Sound Forge. Well, the tickets online already. Tickets selling. So I would suggest go and get your tickets.
All right, go say I didn't tell you. I'm come looking like you're in your wild Indian release. Right, thank you. He won't tell you, I will tell you, right? So you could take us out. Guys, I am Athaliah Samuel. I'm your host of the Athaliah Show. And thank you for tuning in. And take it away.
Why don't
You're going to sing for me. Let's see. You feel yourself for fun? You're here to work. Again, Africans are done.
Early morning, fly up on my bed.
Hey.
Hey, I hear a voice in my head ringing like a bell. The voice say, I am the God of Shorty and Kitchener. I bring everything for them to ride, let them ride that. The voice say, go down, go down, go down. Hey, come and listen to the music, it's like they forget me. When it's I give them soul and I give them fire. And if Soca is the son and I is the father. Calypso, go and tell them people, tell them call the name, tell them we are the fire, keep us up the flame. Go and tell them people, tell them call the name, tell them we are the fire, keep us up the flame.
Thank you so much. Bye.